Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Dan and Drew Show, Season 2, Episode 8, we believe. 7, 8, 9, whatever,
10,
We're-
11, 12.
Yeah, we're in the summer here, summer of 2015. Pretty good. Can't believe we're coming up to August soon.
Coming up to August. Man,
Yeah.
this summer's flown by.
I know. I said this week we could talk about Donald Trump if we want to. He gave out a phone number to Senator Lindsey Graham.
Did you hear his response? Thanks for the new phone.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Classic. That's a smart-ass response, but I love it.
And he went to the border today in Texas. I don't know if
Yeah.
these are worthy to talk about.
No. He's had some... He needs to shut his mouth. Oh,
I
my God.
I saw an Onion article, although it's true because it's what we think of. It just says it's basically like a Donald Trump penned article, and it says, "You want me to see how far this can go, don't you?"
Oh, my God.
I think so too.
Please
I love
stop.
watching it. And today he said he might become a third party guy in the 2016 election. If it came down to that, which all the Republicans would fear,
Oh, yeah.
because that would hand the Democrats an instant win.
For sure.
Man, it's only 2015, so we still have over a full year to
Yeah,
go
we have
until
18 months.
So is Donald Trump really going to keep at it this long? I think it's hilarious. Don't you love seeing it? It just helps make a mockery of the whole.
I read a
politics.
funny article. Not a funny article. There was the wealthiest presidents of all time.
Okay.
JFK, number one.
Wow.
They estimated about $1 billion, 1.2 billion.
Shit. Holy moly.
Yeah. George Washington, number two.
Whoa.
Wait, it was either George Washington or Thomas Jefferson.
Okay.
I think it was number three is Thomas Jefferson, but it was all land. So they had like $500 million of land.
Gotcha.
But it was all back then. That much then.
Inflate to this price,
yeah,
right?
But they said that
JFK was that rich. Wow.
yeah. His family,
Yeah,
not himself.
okay.
His family, and that apparently they were all lawyers, and then they were also involved in
Well, bootlegging.
bootlegging liquor. back
Joe,
in the-
Joe, the dad was.
Yeah, exactly.
Man, oh man.
But Donald Trump being worth $5 billion.
Wow.
That's what he's estimated.
Yeah, that's
at.
right. That's correct.
But none of that's liquid.
Right. It's
None
all
of-
real estate. Yeah, a
none
lot of
that's
real
liquid.
estate.
None of it. He cannot take out $1 billion
No.
tomorrow. No way.
He cannot do it, son.
No.
Earth 2.0. So yesterday or today they came out the discovery of there's like an Earth, it's 1,400 light years away.
1,400 light years away. You know how long it would take to get there with conventional technology?
A long time.
20 million years.
Wow.
Yes.
Is that how long the translation is?
Yeah,
Holy.
that's
I
crazy.
like aircraft, like 30,000 miles an hour in a spacecraft.
Yeah.
Holy cow. Yeah,
Yeah.
because I think speed of light's 186,000 miles per second.
Yeah.
Right.
Very nice.
Thank you. I know stuff.
We today at work, some people that work for me, they brought up ghosts. Ghosts came up in like a lunchtime conversation, and they go, "Drew, do you believe in ghosts?" And I said, "I'm not exactly sure if I do or I don't, but I know that there is a law of physics that said that energy cannot be destroyed.
Yes.
So when you die, there's an electric pulse that is going through your body, and it has to go somewhere. It doesn't just dissipate because no energy can be destroyed. It goes somewhere."
I think episode 3, season 1, we talked about this. Time traveling and ghosts.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So
Callback. Everyone listen to
Thank
episode
you.
3. We'll have a link in the description below.
and talk about like for how long we've been trying to get on iTunes. So this is like our 20th episode or something like that.
Yeah.
And it's taken me this long to finally get on iTunes. Cause I mean, I've been posting. We finally got an RSS feed through SoundCloud, and then you can only upload so many things. So only on our sites, only that many episodes are on there. Unless I think we have to pay for more stuff, or I don't know how to get unlimited stuff on different sites. I don't know. But I was trying to get the link on to iTunes, but it was the picture only. So no, you have to have a better picture or a bigger picture.
You are really technology savvy, aren't you?
I'm not.
Oh.
I emailed you a couple times. I don't know if you saw the emails.
Hey, I read today that the U.S. has the lowest unemployment rate since 1976.
Wow. Obama's doing great.
I think
I don't care what anybody says.
Yeah.
He's been doing, I said but before this ends, because they've been talking about the prison population, if we get the prison population down or somehow restructure that, decriminalize drugs across the board / legalize marijuana, this guy's like one of the best of all time.
Well, there's a lot of things that he did early on
Right.
that are now bearing fruit.
That's what he said on the Daily Show.
Yeah.
Right.
What a nice stop in for President Obama on the Daily Show.
Loved it. Yeah.
I mean, he owes a lot to Jon Stewart.
Mhm.
Jon Stewart was a big advocate of his, but they had a lot of fun, and they also see very similarly down the same line. But that it was great for Stewart having him as one of his last guests.
Right.
Did you see Paul Rudd on there?
I did for a little bit. Sometimes, I have DVR, so I can fast forward. And if it's like there, it's a little too much stickiness, or there's no talk going on whatsoever.
Yeah.
I just fast forward it out.
Yeah. Those two are just clowns together.
Yeah. Paul Rudd was on Conan. I don't know if you're up on this. He was on Conan O'Brien last week.
Okay.
And he's been on like 10 times, and every single time he's plugging a movie, he shows the exact same clip called Mac and Me.
Yeah, yeah.
So he was on last week, and my sis even texted like, "I gotta watch tonight. I gotta see if he's gonna play this clip." And
of course,
did.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he did.
Really funny. That's really funny. It's great. I haven't watched Conan in so long.
I know. It is weird. It is like he's still on, so it's almost like you don't want like certain relatives to pass away, you know. So he's still there.
Yeah.
But he's sort of, you know, it's like
you don't call your uncle as much as you used to.
Yeah, he's still there though, you know. So he's not dead. So he moved away. Yeah, he just moved away, and once off NBC, man, TBS is just it's like Siberia for
I think
comedy.
the women won the World Cup since the last time we've talked.
The women have won because we didn't do it last week. So women won, right? They already had the parade.
Yeah.
So that's good.
They did the parade in New York.
Yeah.
And they were upset that they didn't do one in LA.
I didn't know anybody was upset.
Yeah.
I was thinking I was gonna bring this up today. The Taylor, you know, it's more of a joke thing, but the Taylor Swift Nicki Minaj feud's over.
It's over.
Yeah. And everybody complains about every single little thing. I'm just tired of the snarkiness, or you know, you can't do a good thing without 25 people coming out and saying, here's what you didn't do good. You know? And so just like with this parade, I didn't even know there's an LA complaint.
Yeah. I mean, they figured that it's a U.S. team, so we need to have multiple celebrations because they're all over the place.
Yeah.
I mean, there were people that played in LA that went out there. The U.S. lost yesterday against Jamaica.
Wow.
In the CONCACAF FIFA final.
I was aware that there was like a men's thing going on. I didn't watch anything last night.
Yeah, it wasn't the final. It was like a semifinal.
Yeah. But they're still out? Are they eliminated?
They're done. It sucked. 2-1. Jamaica beat us.
Jamaica. Wow.
Jamaica.
Good work, boys.
We played hard though. We were shooting. We looked pretty good. Except just they were bigger and stronger.
I don't doubt that.
Yeah.
Do you want to hear any of these tweets from the Nicki Minaj?
No.
Video? Okay, cool.
No, you said it's over. It's
okay,
over.
good.
I don't care.
Basically,
about that.
you know.
No, we don't need to talk about
I won't. I could talk about our friends on like I have older people on Facebook, and I have, let's say over 30, right? You're over 30 on Facebook. People who do vague posts, like some people just need to shut their mouths. Yeah. And that's all they put. And you're just like, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
And it's like Nicki Minaj post like, hey, this vid doesn't have like, a girl thing, So basically it's like, well, there's 5 nominees. So who you critiquing here,
Oh, one of those days.
Yeah. Something like that.
You wouldn't believe what happened.
Yeah. Something like that where there's a cliffhanger, or I just had the worst day. You don't want to know. Yeah. Somewhere not just like one line. It's like, I'm basically giving the details almost,
Sometimes the cards don't fall in your favor. Sometimes they do.
Okay. I don't know if I've seen that one.
No, I'm just making them up at this point.
Well, I'm seeing my friends where I was like, please put down Facebook.
Put down Facebook.
I need a man. I saw one. It's pathetic. There's one girl like, I need a man, and I don't got a man right now. And then I'm so lonely, on like this one post.
Whoa.
And then the next week, got a man now. I love it. This is so great. And I'm like, whoa! In 1 week, you went from like being super lonely to having the man of your dreams.
Yeah,
pretty pathetic.
Well,
hometown stuff.
There are people that just need that level of attention or affection. Yeah,
I mean, these people aren't even on Facebook a lot. So like they'll post once every 2 weeks or once a month. So I was like, wow, you went on Facebook to post that? Okay. So whatever. That's the vagueness. I thought that's how I don't care. But I want to I'd mentioned to Taylor Swift because I did what the Grateful Dead shows. People sat outside at Soldier Field.
Yeah.
So I biked. So I was talking to a gal, and he has 2 young sisters. So she's like, hey, I was like, well, my friend, they were all talking about that they sat outside for the Grateful Dead. So I biked down to Soldier Field, and parked my bike outside, and then met up, and we sat outside in the grass, and Taylor Swift show went on. So I did that this week.
Yeah. Were there anyone else?
There's quite a few people. I'm sure it wasn't like the Grateful Dead.
How'd you hear it? I mean, how was the sound?
It was okay. There was trees in front, and then I said, well, why don't we move over here? I did for the opening band. I could hear the drum a bit better and the guitar a bit better.
Okay.
Man, why don't we sit over here? And then I went back, and it sort of sounded the same. But when the feature comes on, they use more of the speakers or whatever.
Sure.
So then halfway through, we went over and sat in a different spot. I'm like, it was a bit better, but it wasn't crystal clear, but it was good enough.
Okay.
Whatever.
Yeah.
I just did that in inspiration of the Grateful Dead show that you went to.
But your dad was a Swift. You're a Swift head.
I didn't even care. I sat there. I was gonna even go in and check it out, but you know,
And that Taylor Swift.
Taylor Swift.
I wouldn't. I actually think that I would probably go to one of her shows.
Sure.
Just to be like, what do you got?
Yeah. I'm not a guy. It looks fun and nice and sure.
Yeah.
And I said you can't even experiment going to shows anymore because they're all $100 each.
Oh, easy.
But whatever. But in the 90s and 2000s, earlier 2000s.
Stadium shows are $100 each. You can still go to like Aragon for like $20-$30.
Okay, yeah, so I'm talking about. All shows used to be $25-$30.
Yeah.
And now,
Well, my dad used to tell me I used to go to some shows. They were like $5.
Yeah. I was thinking about that. I look at some 1960s ticket stubs.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's like Led Zeppelin, $3. And you're just like, you're kidding me.
Yeah, right.
Because back then, obviously, everything's flips. Albums was their big money maker. Now everyone steals the albums, so they got to make their money up in concerts.
Yeah, it's the time that people still steal albums. I mean, music should be more free. It should be the live experience that you pay for.
Right.
That's what I think, at least. But I understand, like, hey, I like that song and I listen to a lot at home.
Yeah.
That artist deserves to benefit from that. That makes total sense. I subscribe to Google Music. You know that thing?
Oh, no.
Yeah, Google Music is like the Apple Music or anything else. I'm a fan. I've enjoyed it so far.
How much does Google Music cost?
$9 a month.
Wow.
Yeah.
And then what? You just play it? How do you play it?
Any way that you want.
It's on your iPhone?
My phone.
Oh,
it's on
okay.
computer.
And you just stream all the music?
Yeah.
Okay.
It has anything that I've tried to find.
Can you download stuff though?
You can't download it natively. Yeah. So like if you're going to a tunnel, you can still listen to it, but you still have to be paying that $9 a month.
Oh, I mean, you can't download it and then put it to a CD and keep it, right? So if you have all of your favorite artists' songs, you can just get all their discography.
I don't know. Great question.
It is a great
I don't know if you could download that to your computer and then burn it. I don't know if it's that type of a file.
I got you.
And it might not be in like an MP3. It could be one of those like MP6.
Okay. MP4s. We cool. This tune's now on tunein.com. I got that.
Yeah, you got to update everybody that.
Yeah, it's like tunein.com, stitcher.com. We're on SoundCloud. We're on YouTube. YouTube's where everything is at. And I'd like to try to get YouTube. If I get YouTube to feed directly into iTunes, that'd be perfect.
Yeah.
I don't know if that, And we got an iTunes this week. So basically I started setting up like all the links. So on our YouTube page, it's linked up to SoundCloud, and I think I can do up to 6 links.
Everybody at my office uses SoundCloud and Spotify for listening to stuff and music.
Do they have podcasts on Spotify?
I don't know.
So, we can,
I think that you can put podcasts on Spotify.
It'd just be something to upload to. Like I said, this is all a big experiment anyway, what we've been doing. I like to see gradually, like, oh, that's how you do it, or this is how you do it, or this is the best way to link stuff. We don't have a Facebook page either. I don't know if we wanted to make one, but...
No.
Yeah.
Nah.
I'm fine. We're good. If it's on there and someone sees it. Although, since I did all the linking up, I looked and says, like, the past 24 hours, there's like, 20 people listen. But that's like, oh, like that linking up has done something.
Huh.
So we got some more hits, gang. We got some more hits. Yeah. I'd say other news, I didn't even know what we were going to talk about. But I saw butt calls aren't private. If someone listens on the other end, a court fines.
What?
So, like, basically, if you butt dial someone and someone listens into that conversation, let's say,
you
can, you weren't supposed to listen to that, so blah blah blah. But the court says no. If you accidentally butt dial, that's your fault.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. So it's been ruled that
it should be your fault.
Not that I mean, I still have a flip phone.
Yeah.
This is an iPhone, but
I don't know how you butt dial anybody now.
I know
with
the locks, right?
Yeah.
So I don't know who's butt dialing who.
I mean, I've accidentally called my mom, because she's in like my recent contacts or my starred contacts.
Yeah.
And I've accidentally called her or called home and not meant to, or done like I've said something like I don't even remember what I said, but I use OK Google.
Yeah.
And it did OK Google call home.
Okay.
And I said something very similar to that, and my phone was on and it called home. It was really funny. I wish I could remember what I said, because then you could, what's funny is walking around with people with Android phones and walking up and going, okay, Google, masturbation. And then like that comes up as there's like, it searches that for them.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know anything about that.
Like I've done it to 2 people that I work with. Like they're on their Android phone and I go, Okay, Google, how do you light a fire?
And it throws it and it puts it on their phone, or no? You just do it to show off.
No, it does it on their phone. Like
Oh.
they're text messaging a friend of theirs, and I walk up behind them and go, okay,
Oh.
tell it something.
Interesting.
And it's just a gag.
Wild, wacky stuff.
It's stupid.
It is.
Can't do it to your phone. It's that you have Siri on your phone, right? Or you have to
I've
hold down
never
Siri?
used it. Never tried it.
You never tried Siri on that?
It's only on Wi-Fi. I've used FaceTime. Here's a crazy thing. I've used FaceTime on this twice, but not the video, just like the audio.
Mhm.
So like you're on an actual telephone call, and the audio's better than a cell phone.
Okay.
Like, you know, when you talk on a cell phone, there's that delay still, like that 1 or 2 second delay.
Yeah.
If you're on FaceTime calling someone, it doesn't have it. It's like it's like using a landline.
Okay.
So I think it's pretty amazing that I could actually almost get rid of my flip phone, only use this on Wi-Fi, and I would never have a phone bill again.
Yeah.
And I can call people on FaceTime. I have instant message. I have the Google Message on here.
Yeah.
So I have the iPhone Messenger, and I can call people on FaceTime. Like, I don't need. It's almost like you don't need a phone.
Yeah. No, that's absolutely right. If you can get by now with Wi-Fi calling.
Yeah.
There are services that do it.
I just need Wi-Fi. That's it. You know.
Actually, yeah. Yes and no. There are some apps where you have to have a cell signal.
Okay.
To even use it on Wi-Fi. Like, hey, this has to be registered with a cell network before.
Not this one.
Okay.
I'm just saying I've done it twice.
Nice.
I've used FaceTime, and this is not hooked up.
Yeah.
So
that's great.
That's wild, wacky stuff.
Wild, wacky stuff.
Also, I don't know, just other things. China. Well, Albania is looking for sperm donors.
Ooh, I did not hear that.
Yeah. So you know, but that's all about China too. So Albania. I don't know why China. I don't
why
know.
does Albania need sperm?
Well, Chinese sperm banks have experienced shortages due to cultural shyness, you know. So these guys, you know, these Chinese people don't think that they should go to a sperm bank, maybe. So these dudes aren't going to sperm banks, so the sperm banks are low. Although, does China need a sperm bank?
Yeah.
I mean, oh my God.
If you're culturally shy, let your culture die.
Oh, man.
No, man, don't be shy. Get out there and have sex with the world.
A quarter of Albania's sperm donors came from Shanghai. Why can't Albania have their own sperm donors? I don't know.
Yeah, maybe they're all
I was trying
albinos and they all have black cum.
I was reading this, but I didn't really get the answer that I wanted to, like why Albanians couldn't use their own sperm. And I'm reading it still now. There's no, I don't get it.
Yeah.
Well, whatever. So if you're in Albania, everybody.
What's the other thing happening?
NASA, the Earth 2.0.
Yeah, we could talk about more about that.
Okay.
No, we can't. It's far away.
Well, the Pluto thing happened last week, and then this happened too.
New Horizons.
So
New Horizons. Yeah. Did you see any of those pictures of Pluto?
I did with the mountains.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why is that not called a fucking planet?
This is going to come as back, everybody.
Yeah, it's a planet.
Pluto's back.
It's a fucking planet
in planet form.
It's a rocky planet on the outer fringes. It's in
our solar system.
We gotta call it a planet.
You earned it.
You earned it, Pluto.
You earned it. Sorry, it doesn't have a perfect orbit.
Somebody in a blogger called it. Look at the mountain ranges on its heart. How does a planet have a heart and not be a planet?
Damn right.
There.
I love seeing that heart thing because that totally makes a whole new image for everybody in their head. Now, when you think of Pluto, you think of that heart.
Yeah,
which is beautiful.
Absolutely, absolutely. That's so cool that we got close-up images of that.
Yep, 60% bigger than Earth. So you know, if we went there and took road trips, like it'd take a long time to drive cross country on that.
That would also mean that it would probably have a higher gravity, potentially.
All right.
It has a year of 11 months.
This thing had 365 is 380-day years.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I know.
Yeah, so 11 months, 13 months.
Well,
it's 20 extra days.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah.
It has to be 13 months. They could make it longer months.
Yeah.
They could have 2 extra days per month.
Yeah, just 33 days a month.
I would say that's pretty close. They have a 380 days compared to 365.
Imagine if there are people there though. If there's more gravity, they're gonna be short little fucks.
It's just they got their thing. So I don't know if they have any moons there are, or if there's any moons at all. 385 days compared to 365. Yep.
Man, I would love to see Alien in my lifetime.
That is something.
I would love to see that.
To see someone land on Mars.
I could give a fuck about that.
But it'd be pretty cool. Like, okay, we get to the next one.
There's that new Matt Damon movie coming out. What's that? Last Man on Earth? Last Man on Mars? First Man on Mars?
No.
Martian. Martian's the name of it.
All right.
The first Martian?
I don't know.
Yeah, they do a trip to Mars and they get stranded and he makes his own life there, and then they come to help him and he's like, no, don't come to save me, this place is fucked.
Oh man.
Yeah, it's not a touch. Can you just touch your phone?
Well, I don't know how
do
you have the timer. You have the timer on yours, that's all.
Yeah.
Not bad. We crank these things out.
They go fast when you talk about stuff, but we rarely talk about comedy in Chicago, which is, I guess, the whole point that we started this thing.
I don't mind doing it, but I didn't know if I don't know what your deal was.
I don't have any sour feelings for not being in the improv world anymore.
I do this thing called Mint, and it's on Wednesday nights at MCL Theater in Chicago. Last night was the last night for season 7. Season 8 starts next Wednesday. I'm going to be a coach this season. So, it was interesting being in the process this time. I got to be in auditions. I got to sit on the other side of the table and look at people auditioning.
Yeah.
So I was like, wow, it's just weird to be like that. Or it helps you.
You've been in this game a while. You finally earned that. You paid those dues.
It's weird, but then you can look at auditioning totally different. I mean, for yourself. Next time I audition, I can almost see better. You can tell, they're having a bad audition or not, or it's okay.
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
And the ones they're cooking right away, you can tell, that's why they're cooking. I should do that next time I audition.
Yeah. When's your next audition?
There's so many good. Oh, they're not gonna have another one for. I don't know. I don't know when the next one I'm going to be in.
Oh, come on, man! Aren't the Second City open auditions coming up?
That was earlier this year, maybe.
I thought they do 2 a year. I thought they do one in the new year and then one at summertime.
I'll keep my ears peeled.
Yeah.
Twisty, I think Twisty's the new next one.
I saw something at Annoyance.
Okay.
I got an email for some auditions at Annoyance.
Okay.
I don't know what they were for.
I saw 2 of them. That's right.
Yeah, I don't know what those are for.
They were all girls for one, and the other one is all girls again.
Okay.
I do skin private Annoyance. So I take my shirts off.
So this being the highest employment rate since 1976, you know where I'm going with this.
Me?
Yeah.
I got a call this week. I was going to lead with it. It's weird how I lead. And we should talk about more personal stuff too. Whoops. I got a call a couple days ago. They have a job for me for a 5-month thing down in the Loop.
Nice. Doing what?
Some financial thing, data entry crap.
Okay.
They go, hey, they need someone detail oriented. And I guess I'm detail oriented.
Yeah.
So that happened.
Tell them you do a podcast about current events. And then you only generically cover them with a very 30,000 foot overview.
What do you mean?
I mean, all the things we talk about, I don't know how detailed we go into them.
Yeah. I don't know. Right. That's why I like when we talked last week, the Grateful Dead shows.
Yeah.
That's why I like it, because in depth and the hip, for me.
Yeah.
And I could talk more about the comedy scene. I mean, I just don't know how much to do or talk about it.
Yeah, I want to get back in it. I used to play music for a team that performed at I.O.
Yeah.
The Bastards. The Bastards. And I haven't done it in a while, but I heard that the musical director now is going to be leaving. I may want to step in.
Oh, you should.
Yeah, that could be fun.
I always want to play more stuff and do more stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to let you get in and do that.
Yeah, let's do it.
Whatever. I'm in. Whatever. I'm down for whatever. We cool, baby. Are we good here?
All right. Yeah. Thanks for joining us
up
again for this is the 8th episode of the 2nd season.
Yeah. Well, I don't know how things are going to stream. Yeah, I was thinking about if it ends up we can only use SoundCloud stuff to host our stuff, and I don't know how to get the YouTube stuff on there. Then we have to go back to just doing the audio show and then uploading that to SoundCloud. But we'll see what happens.
We'll see what happens.
But we'll have a full season of the video.
I may have to take over the technical aspect of this endeavor of ours.
I've done pretty well so far getting us up everywhere. So,
it only took 2 seasons.
Hey, I'm not technically advanced, so it took me that long to read stuff online. I'd send him stuff and he wouldn't get back to me. I guess I'm going to make this picture.
Oh yeah. I read it all.
Yeah,
I read it all.
Happened, but
I saw.
I enhanced it. So I'd go online, look how to do stuff, and enhance pictures. Enhance it. Okay, cool. And make it bigger. How do I do? Okay, cool. So I had to make it bigger and enhance it. And then okay, cool.
Yeah, I told you from the beginning. I'm hands off. I'm putting this out. This is your baby.
Oh, okay. I don't know if you said that, but whatever. God bless. We're doing stuff. We're trying. It's a good experiment. I love it. Smoke dope every day. We're good. That's my catchphrase.
This has been the Dan and Drew Show. The Drew and Dan Show.
The podcast.
The podcast.